Hello students, this is teacher Pooja. We shall see the summary video from lesson 1 to lesson 7. That is, in short, I'll be just explaining the main points. Those are like keywords in short for each lesson. So in lesson number 3 we have seen what are fibers. Fibers are long, fine, continuous thread or filaments which are obtained from plants and animals. Why are silk and wool are animal fibers? Because they are obtained from animals. Yes. Also we have seen the variety in fabrics, like different kinds of fabrics are there: cotton, silk, woolen, all those things are there. Now fibers are again divided into two: natural and synthetic. So natural fibers are those which are obtained from plants. They are known as natural fibers, like cotton, jute, silk. And what are synthetic fibers? Fibers which are not obtained from plants or animals. They are obtained from a chemical substance like polyester, nylon, acrylic, etc. Now some plant fibers like cotton, jute, we have seen how cotton is grown in the fields, and how cotton plants, they give fruits like cotton bolls which are about the size of lemon, and that process of ginning is done. What is ginning? Ginning is fibers are separated from seeds by combing. So that process is known as ginning, like this. Okay. Then how jute is obtained? How then yarn is converted into, jute is converted into yarns. That also we have seen. Then spinning. What is spinning? The process of making yarn from fibers is known as spinning. So this is a instrument or simple device called takli, which is used for spinning in earlier days, but now we have spinning on machines. The spinning is done with the help of machines. And from yarn to fabric, what is weaving? We have seen that the process of arranging two sets of yarn together makes a fiber, that is called weaving. Yes. Then how the fabric is weaved? Like weaving of fabric is done on looms. Loom is a machine on which weaving is done. Knitting. Knitting is used to make a piece of fabric by the use of needles. Okay, so knitting is done by hand and also on machines. And the history of clothing material, that from cotton rolls to ginning, then to fibers, then spinning, and then finally yarn. And yarn is given to fabric, which is in knitting also and weaving also. Okay. Now we shall see lesson number 4, sorting materials into groups. Now as we have seen that different kinds of objects, like we have seen food, clothes, we have seen in many varieties. Yes, objects, they look around, they look identified. We have to identify the object, whether it is round or whether it is whatever, which shape. So we have to identify the objects. Now in the picture, can you see the object over here? Yes, that is an object. So different shapes and different kinds of objects are kept. Similarly, students, we have seen that objects and materials from which they are made. So example here is plate, a thali. So thali is made up of steel. The materials used can be glass also, plastic also, many other things are also used. Suppose a pen can be made from plastic also and metal also. Then materials and objects made of these materials, like wood, chair, table. Yes, paper is made, materials, objects made of these materials, books, notebooks, etc. Then properties of materials. Now there are different properties of materials, such as appearance, hardness, soluble, insoluble, transparency, all those we have seen. Now materials is a substance from which a thing can be made. Yes. What is appearance? Appearance is how the material looks, the look of a material from each other. Now here, cutting pieces of material we have seen. The look of that is called the appearance. Then hardness is how soft or hard the objective for objectives. Like example, cotton or sponge is soft, but iron is hard. Then soluble and insoluble. Solids which disappear completely in water after dissolving, they are known as soluble, like salt and sugar. And insoluble is solids which do not mix in water or do not disappear. They are known as insoluble. Example, sand and water. Then we have also seen the density, like objects may float or sink. That is known as the density. Density is the heaviness of a thing. How heavy the object is known as the density. Then transparency, whether the object is transparent, translucent or opaque. Transparent are materials through which light passes easily are known as transparent. Translucent are materials through which light does not pass completely but partially. They are known as translucent. And opaque is materials through which light does not pass at all. They are known as opaque. Lesson number 5. Separation of substances. Like we have seen that how grain is separated from stalks. Yes. So different kinds of method we have seen in this lesson. The method of separating seeds of paddy from stalk is known as threshing, we have seen. Yes, so what different kinds of methods are used for separating the substance. So separation process, purpose for which they do the separation, and what do we do with the separated components. Now example, separated stone from rice. So to separate two different but useful components, we throw away the solid and the solid component. Churning milk to obtain butter, we have to remove non-useful components, we throw away the impurities. Now method of separation. Number 1 is hand picking. If we want to separate the food grains, and suppose a method of hand picking can be used for slightly larger size impurities like pieces of dirt, stone or husk is there in the wheat, you can just pick it up and remove it by hand. Then threshing. What is threshing? The process that is used to separate grains from stalk is known as threshing. Can you see the picture over here? Yes, the stalks are beaten to free the grains. Okay. Then winnowing. What is winnowing? The method of separating components of a mixture is called winnowing. Like this. The process is to separate heavier and lighter components of a mixture by wind or by blowing air. Then sieving. What is sieving? Sieving is to allow the fine particles to pass through the hole and the bigger impurities to remain on the sieve, like this. Okay. Can you see the picture? Yes, the pebbles and stone are removed from sand by sieving. Then sedimentation, decantation and filtration. What is sedimentation? The higher components in a mixture settles after water is added to the process is called sedimentation. Sedimentation is the heavier components in a mixture settles down in water completely. Then what is decantation? The water is removed. That process is called decantation. What water is removed after the settlement of the heavier components? The top, that is called decantation. Okay, and filtration is the process in which it is filtered, like tea. If we make tea and we strain it, so that is being filtered. So that is called filtration. Then evaporation is conversion of water into vapors is known as evaporation. Then condensation is a process of conversion of water vapor to its liquid form is known as condensation. Like this, okay? The process of evaporation also and condensation. This is evaporation, this is condensation. So, we have seen till lesson number 5. Now lesson number 6, changes around us. Now changes, can all changes always be reversed? No, some might and some might not. If we like make a ball of dough and roll it out, that is a reversible change. Yes, we can. But if we cut a piece of paper and again if we want to join it, can we? No, that is an irreversible change. So that we have seen in the lesson, that is reversible and irreversible changes. What are those? And what are changes, students? Changes are things which are like cannot be permanent. Those are called changes, like making difference in the original through an act. Like if we are making a dough and making chapati out of it, that is a change. Contraction, what is contraction? Shrinking of materials due to lowering the temperature. Any material, if you suppose example I can give you of contraction is to shrink an object, expansion and contraction. To expansion is what? To fix the handle, ring is heated and it becomes slightly larger in size, that is called expansion. And reverse of this is contraction. To shrink a material is called contraction. Evaporation is a process where liquid turns into vapor. Expansion, I told you, increase of size or volume in material. And melting is changing of material from solid to liquid is known as melting. Okay.